The following program is TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm ColeyD, host of the ColeyD Report. And this is Paris Pierce, also known as PJ. I consider this guy right here not only as a cousin, but a kid brother. Only to learn that as of recently, he's been kidnapped by a guy named Andre, which I know personally. I know this guy personally, and tonight I would like you to not only come with me, but come with another person that I love to know. Well, I also call my cousin December Pierce, as she not only a spiritual person in Christ, but a mother. Describes her pain and spills out what needed to be spilled out a long time ago about what has happened to her son. This is a very special edition of the ColeyD Report. We start tonight with, obviously, the mother of this whole thing, Miss December Pierce. I personally know her as Minister December Pierce, being that me and her used to go to church together at His Kingdom Ministries in the beautiful city of Durham, North Carolina. Now, she not only manifests good words into people, but also she likes to take care of people as well. You know what I'm saying? However, she put her son's hands, which later on I'm gonna say that it's not her fault for, into this guy, Andre Thorpe. Now this is a guy I know. Personally. Yes, I also met him at His Kingdom Ministries as a visitor. However, this is a huge however. This guy used me because I did projects for him video wise, and said that, and he told me that he would have that he would send my stuff or whatever through connections with these people. I think that's a crock of crap. You know what I mean? Being that if you're going to have connections with people personally, then have connections with those people and don't be colorful with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie. That's one of my pet peeves, lying, you know? Now, back to Andre Thorpe. Now, what I recently found out about this guy, now sure, I already know that he's supposed to be this prophet and everything else. But this guy is a child molester. The very same child that you saw, matter of fact, the very same guy that you saw at the beginning of this video, that's Paris Pierce at age 11 of this videotaping. He is now 15. He has raped my little cousin, guys. And not only that, there's even evidence going around that he's been raping teenage girls as well. But you're supposed to be this prophet or pastor or whatever. If you call yourself having a position in church, then why in God's name are you going to sit here and do that? That's horrific. You should not be sitting here polluting people's minds with the word of God, but at the same time, and at the same time, you're not right. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to make sure I say this perfectly clear. You don't pollute people's minds with the word of God. You basically are giving people what they need to hear. However, if you are a person that is messed up in the head, then you are polluting people with what you say. Point blank, period. For example, why should I tell you to stop smoking weed when I do it myself? Hypocrite. Just saying. But this dude is a liar, a cheater, and on top of that, he raped my son. He raped my cousin, guys. Look at what he's doing. He's doing gospel mine. This is what he loves to do. That's one of the things he loves to do. Not to mention he's still in school. At the time he lived in Durham, North Carolina, but now he lives in Georgia. And I wish to say that he was living an awesome life, being that December Pierce is a certified actress. Now I can't say specifically what she does because of copyrights and all of that. But I can say that she is a certified actress and she is doing very, very well. You dig? So why is this guy right here being polluted with demons coming from Andre Thorpe? This I have no idea. But this is what I do know. This guy right here needs to be put away behind bars. Quick, fast, in a hurry. But hey, don't take my word for it. Listen to part one of what December Pierce has to say. Oh, by the way, viewer discretion is advised.
Hi guys, my name is Didi December. And I just kind of want to do this video because I'm really angry right now and I needed to clarify some things. And I'm going to call the enemy out for who he is. I'm about to really truly expose the enemy in his whole entirety with this video. And I want you all to share it, repost it every day if you want to. Continuously share it over and over again. As you all know, I have a son that has ran away. His name is Parrish Pierce. He's a 15-year-old kid, K-I-D, that I have sole custody of, have been the only mother to him, the only parent to him, since he was about 2 years old. He has a father, because my son is a junior, he has a father that has never been in his life, pop in and out every now and then, but hasn't been in his life in maybe 5 years, maybe. Hasn't paid child support in over 3 years. Haven't seen my kids in over 2 years. So I am the sole provider of Paris, PJ, and Padaya. So anyway, the purpose of my video is because I got a text message while I was out with my girls from another child that I've once taken in, who is like a son to me as well. And you all probably have seen me posting pictures with him on Facebook. But he asked me, have I seen my son's Parish post? And I thank you guys for constantly sharing his runaway post because he's listed with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children on top of other websites for lost kids and runaway kids. So if you want to go to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, you'll find out. You can call Douglasville Police Department in Georgia and you will find out. He's a runaway. But anyhow, call Durham County in Durham, North Carolina. He's a runaway. So continue to share the post for me. Long story short, I read this post that's on my son's page that appeared an hour ago. The post has been tagged to 31 people, and so I'm going to read this post, parts of the post, in case you haven't read it. My son said this is not the first time he left. No, he hasn't. Last year, you all probably know from reading my Facebook page, if you follow me, because I do have over 5,000 followers, that last year he ran away for 10 weeks. Where my son was? With Andre Thorpe. Look him up on Facebook. Andre, Andre, PPMI is the middle name. Thorpe, Thorpe. My son also was with a couple of other people that are close to me that chose not to tell me where he was. However, I didn't know for 10 weeks he was with Andre Thorpe most of those 10 weeks. In the process, when my son did return on his own in July, he was picked up. The police picked him up because he is listed as a runaway from Georgia, and so they picked him up in North Carolina and they put him in a YDC until they can get him back to Georgia. I was by his side every day. I was running back and forth to court to get my son back and brought my son home. He was on house arrest, yes, because he was a runaway, and they charged him with running away. On top of being there, taking him to therapy, some other things. Let me explain something, and I hate to have to blast it, but I gotta call the enemy out for who he really is. Andre PPMI Thorpe, that you all call a pastor / prophet, a mind leader, for Pastor Shirley Caesar and what's her name? I'm sorry, and I'm not talking because I love you to life. Yes, I do. But an apostle of Faith Church in Durham, North Carolina, right down the street from North Carolina Central University. He mimes there and does conferences with her. Let me explain to you guys. Cut yourself loose from him. He's a child molester. How I know? Andre is now on appeal in Durham, North Carolina for indecent liberties with a minor. Someone else that he molested in Durham, and he went on appeal in January. He went to court in January. He's appealing it because he was found guilty. Yes, Andre the pastor. Also, Andre molested my son when he had him last year for 10 weeks. How I know? When I got my son back, there was a lot of bloody underwear in his suitcases. On top of that, I have a letter. Paris, bring me that real thick purple envelope that's on my computer desk. I have a letter that my own son wrote stating, hold on, give me 1 second, y'all, excuse me. I said a big thick purple envelope that's on the thing. I have a son that letter that my son wrote because, excuse me, Andre, you was while you had my son, yes, you was molesting my son. You had him drugged up on a lot of stuff. I didn't know, and I apologize because I trusted you. You was attending the church that I used to go to, which is under Pastor Nathaniel Fuller, whom I also have a lot of respect for. But you was attending his church, and when I first initially met you years ago, when I was married to Dawood, and I met you there, we had no relations because I was dating your cousin before, years ago, when I first moved to North Carolina. So I would have never talked to you, first place. Second of all, Andre Thorpe, you joined my church, His Kingdom Ministries of Durham, North Carolina, and then asked me, can you start teaching my son mine? I allowed you to start picking up my son because I thought you was a prophet / preacher. I let you start picking up my son, and you took it upon yourself to prey on a child who was fatherless and who looked up to you as a father figure, and you started molesting my child before we moved to Georgia. But I didn't know it. Should have known because you look gay and act gay, so I should have known. However, this letter right here, in my son's handwriting, you see this? In my son's handwriting, clearly states, just so you will know, my son was mad at me and angry, and that's why he was in therapy, because he said, he blamed me. He said, because you were close to Andre, and he fucked me and made me fuck him all the time, but you were close to him. He even made me suck his dick. Now, this is from my son, his handwriting. He wrote this not only to me, but he wrote it for therapy session. Sorry I hate to blast that, PJ, since this is all over your Facebook page. So, yes, I am calling you out. This ain't against my son because I love my baby boy. And let me tell you something, Andre Thorpe. The FBI has been called in. This little post that's on Facebook on my son's page claiming that you've been sleeping in my bed. Negro, I know you put my son up to texting this crap on Facebook. You ain't never been in my bed. I don't date no skinny, tall, fake wannabe pastors that fuck little boys. Get that in your head, first of all. Second of all, this ain't the first time that you lured my son away from me. You did it last year for 10 months. Back in January of this year, you lured my son away again for 24 hours. Negro, that Lurch Leonard that's on Facebook, that's on my son's page, I don't even know that man, but only because my son ran away to his house here overnight for 24 hours back in January. Used Lurch phone to call you, Andre Thorpe. And you know, because he thought you were his dad, he let my son call because he thought that you was his daddy. Because PJ said Andre is my daddy, he's my father. Negro, when Leonard called your phone, my 12-year-old was the one that said, "Mama, I know one of PJ's friends. He works right across the street from where we live at. You need to go over there and talk to him." Went to talk to him, and he was like, I've never met you. I'm sorry, Miss Pierce. I didn't know PJ had left the house last night. Yeah, he came to my house. He called his daddy. I used my phone. And I said, can you dial it and put it on speakerphone so I can hear this voice? Because his daddy was locked up at the time, his biological father. So I know he ain't called his biological father back in January. Dialed it, and guess who the heck it was? Andre Thorpe on the phone. Andre was telling Mr. Leonard Lurch, was telling him, which is a man that's in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the waist down. That's who Lurch is. He said, this is what Andre was saying on the phone, on speakerphone. Didn't know I was listening, and my chief apostle, Janice Thomas, was listening to the conversation as well. He was like, keep my son away from from Dee Dee. That we in a custody battle. She's a drug addict and she homeless. Get it straight, Negro. I heard the whole conversation. Thank you, Lord. The police found my son that very same night, and my son was returned to me and my boyfriend at the time. So don't get that twisted. My boyfriend heard the whole conversation as well. And yes, he did buy me a car. Yes, my boyfriend does help me to pay my bills. He's more of a man than any daggone man I have ever married when it comes to finances. Don't get that twisted. Second of all, yes, I said I didn't want my son in my house last month because I was scared. I did say that because my son swung and hit me and almost broke my thumb. He ripped the tendons in it, and I was in the cast for 2 weeks. And I said he need more therapy than just this because he was angry about all the crap Andre did, which was molesting my son, getting my son hooked on drugs, having other men have sex with my son. Negro, get it twisted. You ain't no preacher, ain't never was a preacher, ain't never going to be a preacher. And when the FBI catch you, because yes, once again, the FBI been called in. Once the FBI catch you, Negro, you're going down. If you ain't got my son, if you don't know where my son is, why ain't nobody found you? Please explain that to me. Explain to me why your parents ain't seen you, why family ain't seen you, why your girlfriend says she ain't seen you, why your baby mama says she ain't seen you. But you're innocent. Go to Durham County Police Department, then Andre Thorpe, and let them know you don't have my son and you ain't seen my son. Take the lie, to take the test. But let me explain, you'll still be a liar. Because I got 4 cell phones from my son that the police done got into and saw text messages back and forth from you and my son. What you have done was took a 50, you're a daggone 30s. You took a 15-year-old fatherless kid, manipulated his mind because he was already having issues with discipline. You ain't never got him in Northern High School, dummy. I'm his mama. You can't do it without a birth certificate and register a child. I'm his mama. If I was paying for my daughter's driver's ed Negro, she paid for it herself because she was working at McDonald's and Andy's. I'm sick of the lies, and I'm clearing it up. I try not to. Everybody telling me, pray about it. Don't let the enemy in. Let God handle it. God gonna handle it, Negro, because you're going down, standing on the word of God, but you're fake. You can't stand on the word of God and be fake. Be real. Yep, I was ordained once as a minister, but what I did was step down because I knew I wasn't right until I got myself back right. But you doing all these mime conferences. You preaching in all these big churches. You walking around doing all this crap. Nigga, you got a 15-year-old kid that you were fucking. So get that straight. Yep, I'm sorry. Y'all can comment and say what you want to say, but you know what? I'm setting the darn record straight. Andre PPMI Thought all over Facebook. You ain't crap. Nigga, I hope you go down. And I pray to God I pray. When your tail go to jail, I hope every man in there fuck the hell out of you like you've been doing my son. As far as my son Parrish Pierce go, I love you. I ain't never gonna stop loving you. I don't care what you say about me or what you do on Facebook. Because let me explain something to you. I'm a damn good mama. I've been taking care of 3 kids by myself. I got a lingerie line. Yeah, I started a GoFundMe account because you know what? This nigga took my son to California, or at least that's what the messenger said on PJ's phone. So yeah, I asked people to go to GoFundMe to help me to go find my son, because I got 8 people out of Georgia willing to load up in a van and do what we got to do to go find my son and get this child molester, fake preacher from my son. They willing to from my son. They willing to take time off of their jobs and stop doing what they're doing to go with me to go out there to find my son before this man kill my son or have other men having sex with him like he did last year. So get it straight, you fake Andre. PJ, I love you. Post whatever you want on Facebook. To all you naysayers out there that's shaking your head and posting crap underneath his comment on Facebook, know the damn facts before you post shit. I'm sorry, I'm mad, and I'm going to keep saying how I feel. Get that right. And as far as everybody else, you ain't doing nothing for me, no way. You ain't never been in my life with me and my kids. I ain't talking, I'm sorry, let me take that back. For all of these other family members on his side of the family and Andre's side of the family, y'all ain't never done nothing for me and my kids ever in your life. So you see this? Peace. You already cut out my life anyway. But for everybody else, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Y'all better know. Stop following all these fake pastors. I try not to post this. I tried not to. Try not to. And Andre, let me tell you something else. Talk to 2 of your cousins. 2 of your first cousins. They reached out to me. 2 of your first cousins. I already know you molested one of your other little cousins as well. Didn't nobody want to press charges. Only because you were family and they was embarrassed. But I already know you done molested one of your other little cousins. My son, the first time, when he went to the police, when he came home last year, we didn't press charges on that part because PJ was scared to testify against you and he didn't want people to be calling him a faggot and a punk. So that was what saved you. But your little tail was charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. You forgot about that. Keep playing with God. Trust, nigga. Everybody coming for you. Y'all keep sharing, keep posting, keep tagging. Do whatever you got to do. We bringing my damn son home where he belongs. If I got to have him locked up in somewhere to get real therapy and real help, that will be done. Because my son was in intense therapy for the child molester. My own son's words that fucked him. My own son's words. Thank you. Sorry. Love you guys. But I had to vent. Stop following these fake pastors. Please stop following. Andre PPMI Thorpe. You know what? Whether people donate to my GoFundMe account to help find you and my son, oh, it will be done anyway. Whether it's by the FBI or whether I got to use my own money or whatever the case may be, you will be found. I would daggone sell everything in my house to make sure that you're found. I will be homeless to make sure you be found. I will sleep on people's couches to make sure you be found. Because you will be exposed. And trust, when we get our day in court, I would be sitting on the front row right behind you where you can feel me breathing on your neck every second of every day until you found guilty. You're fake. You're fake. You ain't no pastor. You're fake. Love you, PJ. See you soon.
And since that video, there has been an update. She has given an update, and this is the update to it.
Hi guys, it's me, December. I know a lot of you have seen the video that I posted on Saturday night in regards to some posts that my son Parrish Pierce put up on Facebook. I wanted to take a moment to do this video to first apologize for my language, for getting so emotional and so raw with you guys on Saturday night. But look, what you got was me. You got not December, the businesswoman. You got Didi, the mother that loves her son, that was defending, just my character being torn down. You got the woman who wanted you guys to know the truth behind what's going on and behind Andre Thorpe. I thank you guys for your support. I thank you for your love. I thank you for the prayers. I thank you all that have inboxed me and reached out to me to tell me your own personal stories of child molestation whether it was from somebody else or whether it was from Andre. For those of you all who don't know, my son ran away on February 25th, and it's now March 14th, and I still have no idea where my son is. I don't want to get emotional in this video. I honestly don't, because I want to keep this professional, and I want you guys to just continue to share and continue to post. But however, I did get a couple of inbox messages as well as text messages and phone calls from different individuals telling me that Andre Thorpe had molested them while teaching them not only from young women but from young men. They never came forward because they were scared of what might happen. They were scared to testify. They were scared of what people would say to them. They didn't want to relive the situation. They were just moving forward with their lives. Look, whether it's Andre Thorpe or whether it's any other person that's a child molester, guys, we've got to do something about it. We got to continue to battle this stereotype of if you're abused, if you're molested, that you're no good, that it's your fault. That is not. It's not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. It is the sick individual that touched you. It is the sick individual that manipulated you, that used mind control, such as what Andre Thorpe is doing with my 15-year-old son. And I'm going to say this. For those naysayers that might have viewed my video, because it was viewed almost 2,000 times. So for those naysayers that may have viewed my video and have said things that I shouldn't have posted or I shouldn't have said this or I shouldn't have said that, let me explain something to you. I didn't expose my son to hurt him. I exposed my son to expose Andre. I'm going to be transparent because I was abused as a child and I know what it's like. I know the shame and the guilt and what you feel. I know how you want to blame your parent and say they didn't protect you. But let me explain. I'm a single mom that'll go to hell and back for my children. This necklace that I wear right here, it says Mom's Heart times 6. And it's times 6 because I have 3 biological children, as well as 2 kids I've taken in and a grandbaby by one of those children. And all 3 of them, all 6 of them are my heart. And I wear this necklace often. If you ever see me on pictures on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter with this necklace on, that's what Mom's Heart times 6 means. My 3 kids, my 2 kids I took in, and my grandbaby. Guys, let me tell you, you're going to see me smile on Facebook. You're going to see me post inspirational videos. You're going to see me post videos of me and my kids out doing stuff or myself doing stuff. Because at the end of the day, I got to be a mom. I got to be a businesswoman. Because I'm doing things in Georgia. I'm on set a lot. I meet with directors. I'm doing my own thing. Guys, you're going to see me post, but it's because I can't lose my mind. But let me explain to the naysayers. When you go to bed at night, you know where your kids are if you have kids. I don't know where my son is. It's been almost 4 weeks, and I didn't want to cry. But every night when I get in my bed, I pray for my son. At night, when I'm in a circle with my 2 girls, and we pray before we go to bed, I ask God to cover my son. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cry, but I asked God to cover my son. I wake up in the morning, before I step out of bed, before I get on my cell phone, before I do anything, I pray every morning to God to thank Him for waking me up. But I also pray that wherever my son is, He protects him, He keep him safe. Because guys, let me tell you, you go to bed and you wake up knowing where your child is. And I hate that I wake up in the morning and I don't know what's going on with my baby. He's 15. He's always going to be my baby. And I wake up and I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's safe. I don't know what's going on. And listen, guys, if he get killed out there, I'm the one that gotta bury him. If he gets AIDS from Andre sleeping with him, or him sleeping with somebody else, or Andre allowing somebody to sleep with him, or my own son allowing somebody else to sleep with him, another man, Guys, I'm the one that will have to take my son to and from the hospital, to and from doctor's appointments. At the end of the day, when he comes home, because he will be coming home soon, but when he comes home, I'm the one that got to run him back and forth to therapy, back and forth to his appointments. So, guys, what you got Saturday night was not December. You got a mom that's hurting, that's angry, that's mad as crap. You got a mom with real emotions. I apologize for my language, but I don't apologize for the video. Because the point of my video was to save my son. The point of my video was to bring exposure to Andre Thorpe. The point of my video was if I could save one child from being molested, if I could save one mama, one parent from feeling what I feel every day and every night, guys, I serve my purpose. So listen, thank you again. Thank you again for all of the shares and the likes and the comments and the prayers. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for your encouragement, because your encouragement is what is going to bring this man down. Guys, if I have to come to Durham and I have to post up at the DA's office, if I have to do a protest in front of the police department until the FBI catches Andre, guys, I'm going to do it, because it's not no longer about my son. Because of the people that have inboxed me, I feel it in my heart. It is my duty to make sure this man go down. I gotta protect the other kids that Andre has molested, the other kids that Andre will molest, because if he's not caught, guys, he's going to continue to molest little boys and little girls. He's going to continue to do it. So if my video, whether the first one or this one, will help to get this man locked up, this sicko locked up, then it did its purpose. To my son, PJ, baby, I love you. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what's going on in your mind. I don't care what Andre has fed to your spirit. I love you. One thing I know is that I'm not fighting a physical fight. I understand the spiritual realm very well. And that's why I love my Chief Apostle Janice Thomas and my Bishop Randall Thomas. Because they don't just license and ordain ministers, because they check your credentials. They study you. They watch you. They teach you. They train you. So y'all better be careful for all these pastors and prophets that you are following, because these spirits are getting in your spirit. Watch it. Be careful. Don't allow everybody to speak into your spirit. I'm mad at myself because I allowed Andre to speak into my son. I allowed him to teach my son mind, thinking that he was a man of God, thinking that he was doing the right thing by my son who was a fatherless child, thinking that he was doing the right thing. But this man was manipulating my son, and this man was doing nothing but harming my child. Guys, the picture that you see on Facebook that was posted on yesterday on my son's cover page and on my son's his profile, those pictures are old. They're like 4 to 6 weeks old. They used to be on his Instagram page. So I know I've gotten a lot of inbox messages and Facebook messages. Check your son's page. He's with a girl right now. He just posted up a picture. He's getting hot. Those pictures are old. Let me tell you, the enemy's out to steal, kill, and destroy. And he's deceptive. He knows the game very well. The enemy knows the game. And he's going to use that deterrence. He's going to use that distraction. Don't get distracted in this season. Don't let the enemy try to fool you guys. I'm telling you, this man, this molester need to be brought to justice. Guys, please continue to share. If you see Andre anywhere, please contact the police. Call 911. If you see my son Parrish Pierce anywhere, contact 911. Go on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and you will see the picture of my son, Parrish Pierce. Guys, come on. It's too many people in America, from California to Florida to New Jersey to DC to Virginia Beach to Chesapeake to Norfolk to New York. Guys, it's to Georgia. It's too many people out here. We can keep sharing. I thank you for the 2,000 shares on the first video. Let's keep doing this, guys, until he's found, so he can get the serious therapy that he needs. My son can get the serious therapy, because it's going to be work. It's going to be work to unwind and undo what Andre has done to him. But I trust and believe that my son would be the man of God that God called him to be. I trust and believe that this is not the end of his story. This is only the beginning. Let me tell you, since he was in my womb, Satan has fought to take my son because I was creating too many chromosomes, and the doctors tried to get me to have an abortion. They wanted to take him while I was in my womb, because they were saying he was going to be born stillborn or mentally challenged. Then I was refusing to do that. I had an amniocentesis done when I was about 6 months pregnant. And when I was 7.5 months pregnant, my son came forth. I went into a full-blown labor, and he was born in the middle of the night. Guys, I almost, my blood pressure dropped during during the delivery. The doctor was telling me that I could die. It was just so much mess. Then afterwards, my son kept getting sick when he was smaller, in and out the hospital. He had a period where he had seizures so drastically for about 2 weeks. He was in Duke in ICU. They just came on out of nowhere, and then they left out of nowhere. And he was having back-to-back, to the point they had to restrain him to the hospital bed because he was having violent seizures. Let me tell you, now the enemy is after my son with Andre, by using Andre. We are going to stop this. I need prayer warriors to pray like you ain't never prayed before, that the enemy will take his hands off of my baby. I need you all to continue to pray for me, pray for my girls. Again, I gotta be a mom. I gotta be a businesswoman. I gotta be everything else that God called me to be at the end of the day. And I need you guys to keep praying, keep sharing the videos, keep doing what you gotta do. Because like I said, if I can save one child from going through what my son is going through, if I can save one mom from going through what I go through every night, I've done my job. Just share, guys. Just continue to share. Continue to post. Continue to support. We gotta get this child molester. All these child molesters. I've been there. I've done it. It's been me. Guys, if Andre has touched you in any way, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to come forth. You got my support 100%. Because again, this is not about my son. This is about everybody that has inboxed me. It's about that young lady that said Andre touched her. It's about that young man that said Andre touched him. We got to come forth and bring this man down. Guys, stop following these fake pastors. Stop doing it. Trust and believe. His day will come in court. Trust and believe it. Because as a mom, I'm going to be there. Thank you guys once again. Continue to share. Continue to post. And I appreciate you all for hearing me out. For hearing my voice. Because I'm going to bring forth the voice of everybody else that is silent and afraid to come forth. Thank you again for everything. Be blessed, everyone.
Now check it. I'm not making this up. She ain't making it up. There ain't no scripts going on here. Because, and those of you who personally know me, I don't do none of my shows with no scripts. So, my thing is this. You gonna sit here and not only kidnap a youngin', but you gonna sit here and, you know, have sexual liberties for a child. You should be put away immediately, or the death penalty at least. But that's not for me to take into my own hands. But it's not for me to decide. But again, don't take my word for it. Listen to what William Coleman has to say about it.
So I was asked,
how I feel about the current situation that's going on right now. For you all don't know who I am, my name is William Coleman, aka LB. There's a current situation going on with my big sister, December, Pierce, Didi. I want to let you know I love you. And the young man that I look at like a little brother, PJ. The situation that's going on right now is totally messed up. And what this man don't realize is how bad you make other men as myself, my partner Larry, half of Banana Expressions, look right now. All of us help these young men to try to shape and mold them and help them to be a better them. But never would I thought in a million years would I find out what I've been hearing lately. Me and my partner have worked with this man. We have helped him in conferences and different things. And I'm disgusted to know that he would do something to the extent of what he has done. Many might say, hey, keep myself out of it. But when you look at people like family, you can't keep yourself out of it. Because I have young sons myself. And I know that if anything like this had happened to them, I would go crazy. And I'd be ready to hurt somebody myself. But my prayers go out to y'all. Because I know how much you love your kids, Edie. And no matter what's been going on, things happen in life. But nothing was supposed to happen the way it has happened. So I pray that God keep his hand on this situation. And I pray that everything that's going on come out like it needs to. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I love y'all. Peace.
Wise words from a guy who really tucked every ounce of anger in. Now, in a moment, my final thoughts on this matter. So don't go away. December Pierce needs your help, y'all. And believe me, she can't do it alone. She has recently did a GoFundMe account or whatnot, and I will post that in the description box below of this video. Alright, so you can help her out as much as you can. For those who actually want to join the search with her, and if you happen to be in the Atlanta or surrounding areas, please feel free to hit her up. Now, if you happen to know where he is, please do not hesitate to get up with these guys right here. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Go to that website right there, missingkids.com, or you can reach them by a toll-free telephone, in which all of that will be in the description box below. Please, 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 please. He needs to be back home where he belongs, so he can get detoxed from those demons that Andre Thorpe is putting in him. And before anyone starts to attack me and say, "Oh, this is slander," no, this is not slander. And for you local North Carolinians who know who I'm talking about, Channel 5 do WREL investigates. If they ain't been hit with slander yet, neither shall I. Just saying. All I speak is the truth, and the facts that I'm getting. That's what I'm all about. Please, 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 bring my cousin Parrish Pierce back home to where he belongs. He is 15 years old, he has school to attend to, and most importantly, he has a life to fulfill, and does not need to be polluted by any more negative people such as Andre Thorpe. Please, put this idiot behind bars. He deserves to be there. That's all I got for this special report. Please do whatever you can to help Mrs. December Pierce. She's my cousin and I love her dearly. And her son needs to be reunited with her mother, with his mother, excuse me. Put him away forever. I'm ColeyD, and I'll see you next time.